Hello DFO Sprite modding community. This is Glamador, and while I am officially retired from Sprite modding and DFO in general, I have been asked to show you how to install some of these mods that may have additions to the file name which are confusing for some people. The first thing you need to do is go to any place where you can find Sprite modifications. Like my thread at DFO Source, which still has a lot of mods that work with the Rebirth patch, which hit a couple of weeks ago. Not all of them do, but a lot of them do. And all you need to do is go to any of my repositories or anywhere else you can download mods, and download one of these. Now I have already got a couple downloaded because this is like a kitchen show. There's already one in the oven. And you open up one of the rares or zips, and you try and find these file names that are different. Now this one, like many that are in zip files, don't have any altered file names because it wasn't necessary. But if you go down to one of the ones that I had uploaded which were loose, I added little qualifiers to the end of the file name, like this one, Monster Goblin Equipment Gay Knife, which shows you that that's going to be the hard gay Hodor. Now once you've got that, you need to go into your OS X C drive on any Windows computer, Nexon, DFO, Image Packs 2, and you want to locate something with a similar file name. Now we're looking for Sprite underscore monster underscore goblin, too far, underscore equipment. Now you can see that there is no gay knife qualifier on the actual NPK. Now what we want to do to make this work is rename the file so that it looks exactly like the one in the Image Packs 2 folder. And then you're just going to move it in there, make sure that it asks you to replace the file, because you must replace it or else you'll get NPK contamination, which causes Sprite mods to overlap with one another and possibly not work at all. So once you've got that in there, you just start up the game, and if the Sprite mod is functional, then it will work. It may not if you get one that hasn't been updated for DFO in its current version, but this one will work. Now, if at any point you want to uninstall the mod, go back to vanilla DFO without the hard gay Hodor, you just delete the offending NPK in its entirety, and DFO will automatically download the appropriate NPK to make it work again. So, very easy to install, even easier to get rid of. Not hard at all. The trickiest part is looking in the folder for a similar file and making sure that the one you've got overwrites it completely, rather than having any of these underscore or dash descriptions, as I've taken to adding. And also, if you have any optional NPKs, like this one, which says rasa-angel.npk, that needs to be renamed to just epidemicrasa.npk. But you'll notice there's another one called epidemicrasa.npk. That's the one that doesn't have the angel in it, which is a different sprite. I only updated it to remove the Rasa ghost. So you can only use one of these at a time. Only one. You can't use both. You need to pick or choose. So that's another reason to look and know the file names so that you can tell when you have duplicates. Because if you have duplicates, you need to install one, but not the other. And you don't really know which one it is unless I or any other Sprite modder has been descriptive enough in the description at the end there. Otherwise, you'll just have to install each one and figure out what it does on your own, unfortunately. Well, that's it for my description of how to install Sprite mods. I hope it's been helpful and informative to those of you that didn't understand before, and this is Glamador saying goodbye.